Hello everyone. I hope everyone is okay and safe. The candle has really been helping. This will be the last time I use this candle. We're going to go on to a November candle soon. I mean, Arboretum is pretty appropriate for this time of year. But yeah, I'll have to pick out another one for the reset coming next week. So I also, I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to release it. I got my Sterling ink planners this morning. It's Saturday. It is Saturday the 21st here. And I don't know when, I could release it today, but it's going to run into my other one. So I was kind of thinking about actually releasing it Tuesday because that'll kind of give a little bit. Again, the Sterling ink notebooks are nothing brand new. I will give a little sneak peek. So I have, I use a teal one here. It's looking darker on the camera than it is in real life here. So the ones I got I had the booklet, but I also got this one. And I got for my health one, it's this cover for the TN. So I go into much more detail about that. So I think that'll come next week. I think I want to space them out a little bit because I'm not really in a rush to get it out. Like I put out the Magic of Eye one on, I think it was Wednesday. Was that last week? I don't know what time it is right now. I thought I put it out on Wednesday, but I just don't see anything referring to it. So I'm pretty sure I did. I will look at my YouTube channel when I get done with this. So anyway, these have been fun. The rainbow has been fun. Look at that. It's a party. But on to this week, so October 23rd through the 29th, we're going to be using up this page. And my meds are still going right now. I am just wiped out. This one. So I am also using a new camera, so I can't hold things quite as close. Like I used to be able to get that close. For some reason, it doesn't like that, but it likes that. So at least I can kind of have it a little, but this one kind of looks like candy corn in a pill. So we're going to use this one. I think it's those look like little triangle. No, I don't know what it looks like, but again, I can't focus right there, but that will. Okay. We're going to put this down. Let's see. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. I think I need to do tape first. So I have like kind of an orangey and then kind of a more brown, actually. Orangey brown. I kind of like this for like a starry night. It kind of is like this dark navy with kind of a starry night, like trick-or-treating. But I also like this black, because there's a lot of black in everything. I think I'll save the Starry Night because that can kind of work for different things. I rarely use the black one here. Let me get this. I also got a new watch this week. And yeah, I'll kind of talk about it. Thinking about this last week here. It went on sale, like it was almost half price. It was really nice. It's a last year's model. And I kept reading about how much more, actually I want to turn this way, how much more I could be tracking on there. Let's see, what did I do last week? I want to have some room down here. I think I want to go up to like 10 o'clock here. I'm going to try that this week because I am trying something new. Last week I decided, and I'll talk more about the watch. Last week I decided that I wanted to only live in the weekly I'm just going to go straight across here. And it really brought me a lot of joy. I have to say, I am so much more at home in a, I guess I could have gone all the way to the end on that side. I'm so much more at home in just a weekly view because for my memory, it helps to see the whole week. I forget some things if I don't see them. And that's an interesting thing to think about when I'm looking at take a note versus Sterling ink this coming, season. Let's see. I think I'll do that because I get up at 6:30. So technically that is 6:30 and it gives me a little time at the top here. And yeah, it helped to have like my little lists for each day and then be able to see them again. Oh, I'm not matching my thing here. Let me see. Let me see if I can put these kind of back together a little bit. Whatever. We're going to make it work. We're going to make it work. Yeah, it really brought back the Moxie Life way of just seeing everything as a week. Now, I mean, Moxie Life has dailies. Sorry, there's a magnet there. It just doesn't work with my brain. Sometimes I need a little extra room, but I am looking at using all of these pages back here as notes. So, and I did. This last week I had, I like how that bridges over. I actually like that a lot. So, like, looking at this of having like these little mini areas, I could write a few more things. I have some room in here, which is why I'm like, I can just move this whole thing up to 10 because I'm not planning anything from 10 to midnight. And I try to kind of be in bed by around 10:30. That's my new, because I get up at 6:30. I'm really trying to get 8 hours. It's really important right now. This pill is making me more tired, and I feel like that is really helping. But then I want to try to have a little bit more room down here. So yeah, I feel like that's being set up that way. I think I'm going to put my pills over here. And let's see, I don't think these are going to line up exactly above. But I want to leave this down here because I'm trying to fit everything in here is really what's going on. This took up room. Let's see. Sleep. Yes, I did get some sleep last night. I took my med today. I wasn't really great on water last night, so I'm going to, let's see. Oh, and then here I did a lot of steps because I went out. Trying to fit everything over here. I think I might just write the name of the card this week instead of, we'll see. We'll see what we actually do up here. I think I want to put a little higher because this is all coming into play. So using things this way, I think is really going to help me like figure out what I'm going to do next year for 2024. Let's see. So we have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. Okay, so we have, this is kind of where icons come in. So we have like a water, it's supposed to be water, bed, sleep, and then steps. So a little okay, I know this is really small, but those are my icons there. It's a bed, some steps. Yeah. So I think if I write up here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, R for Thursday, I just promote that. There. So I wrote myself a little note here. I was scheduling my son with a new PCP and realized they had called me yesterday while I was out trying to do a bunch of things, and I didn't get back to them yesterday. So I need to call them on Monday, which now that I have room here, I can say call KPCP, and then I can erase it here. Because if I had just a big long list of things to do, I do have some things here that are per day. And then this is like stuff I want to do for the week, and I want to keep it to about that big. So let's put some stickers down now that I have like the important things. Let's see. Sorry, my watch is... So the watch. I wasn't expecting to get a watch. I get a little like... Right now I have it on theater mode, so it won't turn on. I realized that it could track a whole lot more things for me to kind of help. Oh, with steps. I'm trying to see about water intake, sleep. I don't even have to like set that up anymore. It's just tracking that for me now, which is super helpful. And it can, oop. Okay, I'm going to have to slowly pick this up. Misjudged that. It can also, what I'm trying to look into is have it take my temperature so I know when I'm ovulating, which makes it a lot easier for me to track my cycles because I don't, since I don't have a uterus, I don't bleed, and so I can't, it's a little hard to keep track of when. And you would think like, oh, well, just enjoy your time. You don't have to think about that. It really does help to know, get off my finger, like as menopause is coming. So I want to keep track of that. Anyway, this little pumpkin is really happy. And I think I might put them down here. And we'll see if there's anything I actually put right there. This, though, this I've been waiting to put on is the bat on the branch. So I can put it here, which makes it a little bit more of a bookend to this and a little too symmetrical. What I'm trying to do is see if I can put it up here. Yeah, like right around there. There we go. I like that. Well, it's a little crooked. The bat's swinging to one side a little bit. Let's see. A little bit more vert. There we go. We finessed it. Yeah, and then that feels a little bit more, a little better. I think I want to pull this down. Yeah. I don't like how the white is getting up there a little bit. There we go. We zhuzh it. I love that. I love that. I love the black down here. This is making me happy. Okay, so time to put a kitty cat. I'm also playing with where to put, like, I thought I had a witch. I guess I already used the witch on the monthly. So witch is there. I still love this. This turned out really well. This is the other thing I'll talk about during the reset, is I did go ahead and highlight everything, and I do like how I see that this was scheduled here, but we moved it. That helps. It's helping. So I think when I do my reset, I'm going to highlight everything. Yeah, let's see. Let's try to use these up. I'm going to put some bats on the top. Yeah, if anyone has like, well, if they have an Apple Watch, what are you using to track? What are you tracking with it, if you don't mind sharing? Because it can be some personal things. I think the batty friends all kind of need to be together over here. Because there's 4 bats here. Because I think I talked about this just I feel like I just talked about this, but it's because I talked about it some for the Sterling ink video I just did. So I think I'll put one over here, and then the other ones are over here. Is like I had the first watch, and then I had a second or third watch. Let's see, is this one going to be kind of more, maybe over here? This one's zooming over here to say hi to this one, and these guys are just hanging out over here. So the very first watch was a little limited in what it could do. And I took it on a trip. I got it for like a trip, and I used it as like I think I'm going to use the little spider here. This big spider is kind of creeping me out, and we're just going to put the little spider there. I used it for like I have so many thoughts going through my head right now. That's why I'm kind of speaking a little slower. I'm like, there's this, and then there's this, and then there's this. I used it to help take some pictures because it was my mom and I. We went to London, and well, the UK. We went up all over the UK doing things. And it helped to have kind of a remote for the, let's see, where should I put this spooky? I feel like I don't want to just tuck them in a corner. I guess here, because I love a Friday right before Halloween here. This will kind of be our last little thing here. Right here, kind of floating above them, but still at the party. I'm kind of thinking around here. Anyway, but I tried to use it for like turn-by-turn directions, like just walking, because we were walking around London, and it was okay. I think I'm going to put these candy corn over here because I want to put a few more things here. But it didn't really have the connectivity, and it was kind of hard to use. So I was just a little disenchanted with the first watch. It pretty much was doing mostly steps at that point. That was like the biggest thing. There, that is a lot, but I don't really want to put them on the weekly here. Just want to put some leaves, some tricks or treats. Let's see. Let's put this on the black part here. There. 'Cause this feels like a Halloween party. So we did watch The Great Pumpkin. I love the Halloween party. It's just, it's cute. So I think I want to put these just kind of down here a little bit on the bottom. Because there's not too much, especially towards the end of the week. We're not doing too much here. I think I want to put this little leaf here. That's cute. We're going to use everything except this spider. I don't think I want to put it up there. I want to flip this around here. What else? What else about the watch? I have had some, I don't know if they were heart issues or not, because I had some tests done and nothing was really happening. But I did go in for an echocardiogram and have that all checked out. So it was kind of nice to try the ECG here at home and see how that works. It's just kind of nice to have. I feel like this should be right here. Let me try to get that on a little straighter. It's very close to straight. When I saw it like kind of get into position here, I'm like, oh, that feels good there. So I try to stay away from caffeine, and it's mostly stress and dehydration is my issues with it. So, and we're going to just take this and we're going to throw it away because I don't want that's about the size of the actual spiders in our house. Which is not that big, right? We were talking like a quarter, the size of a quarter. But we've been watching the neighbors have had this beautiful spider web, and we've had some really nice days around here. And so when we would park and get out of the car and we would see this really cute spider web, and my son was like seeing how they were building it. I got this cool video of them building it, the spider. And why did I take this off? Oh, because I was putting little stickers on. And so we would come back and then we'd see like, oh, there's a little hole that they must have had lunch. So they have to rebuild the web now. And, you know, that's really cute to be able to kind of see the day by day of that. This week for school, there's a half day on Friday that is happening now. And we were out last night and found that, I'll leave that dot there. We found that my headlight was starting to, well, we thought it was out. So we don't drive much at night. Oops. And my husband's like, I think one of your headlights is out, because we were driving around as a family. Oh, is my pen? What's going on with my pen? Let's see here. It's writing. It's just not wanting to write here. Let's see if I need to go grab a new pen. What we could do, though, is kind of turn it back on and it looked a little pink. So I don't know if that's like one of the things where it's telling us that the headlight's about to go out. And it's really nice that you can kind of turn it back on for a little while. So I scheduled here. I just called the dealership and they are going to get the new one in there. And fortunately, I don't drive much at night anymore. I used to drive at night all the time. Because it was nice to like run errands in the evenings. I still, like, if I had the energy to, I think I would at night, but I don't really have the energy anymore. And my sight is getting a little worse. So I have glasses. I have pretty freshy glasses. They're not even a year old, so. Not brown. I'm going to get my colors out here because we're going to, I did do my reflections, but I'm just getting the orange out here for this. And then I don't think we'll use brown. There we go. So, oh, card time. So I picked Versatility last week, and the makers of this deck are very into marijuana. I'm just not. I have no cares if other people are. But I think it's interesting to think about marijuana in versatility, as in it has many uses. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I did. So this last week on Wednesday Tuesday or Wednesday was when Target had the watch on sale. And that's when I popped on, and I'm like, had some trouble getting it. It kept going out of stock, and then all of a sudden it popped up as there was a store in my area that had it. It was a little bit of a drive, but they had it, so I immediately got it, and then knew that if I had second thoughts, I could cancel it, or I could pick it up, and if I still didn't like it, take it back. Like, I really don't do that very often. Usually when I buy something, like, I know I'm kind of stuck with it. I don't do a whole lot of returns unless it's like broken or something's not working about it. Like, I usually consider, okay, you bought it, you get to keep it now. Because I know a lot of returns can cause a lot of, they try to sell some of that stuff, but they'll have maybe some open box stuff. But it can be a lot of waste for the companies themselves. Anyway, but I also feel like if it's not right for you, take it back if it's not something that you're going to use or whatever. Anyway, so I bought it, gave it the sleep test, meaning I waited a day, slept on it, next morning, see how I felt. And I woke up going, I don't think I need a watch. Am I going to wear it? It's going to be so uncomfortable. And then hour or two later, I'm like, no, I'm going to go pick it up. I'm going to give this a shot. You know, I haven't tried one for a long time. Let's see what happens. So, share wisdom. Okay. And so I went and picked it up, and it was a beautiful drive. It was a beautiful drive. My goodness. I hadn't driven that way for a while. Got to drive across Lake Washington here. So, like, going through downtown Seattle, driving across the bridges, it's gorgeous. So, share wisdom. Let's see. And I'm going to pick a different deck next month. Share wisdom, 34 air. Okay, so if you want to read this, see if I can hold it up. Go ahead and pause one of these. Like, there's a little reflection there, but I think you can read. Okay, so OSHA is interesting. Okay. OSHA is known for its wild spirit. If you've seen on Netflix, what's it called? Wild something. Anyway, I grew up in Oregon in a town very close to where the Rajneeshis were setting up this big organization of this cult that was going on. We were like right next to it all. And I remember as a kid, probably more between ages, I don't know, around 8-ish or so, that this whole cult was trying to change laws in Oregon, like the wild something. It's on Netflix. Anyway, when that person left that compound and that cult tried to go, and I think they went back to India, they were then referred to as OSHA. And so I don't know if that's who they're talking about. But I don't really get into that because it wreaked havoc on our town. Anyway, but we can take other thoughts from this. Is about the wisdom of experience. Our most potent medicine is born from the rituals we have endured. It is easy to underestimate all that we know and all that we have learned, but we have a unique perspective and offering to this world. Our wisdom evolves with us. That's all I'm kind of looking at. And that's all I'm going to kind of take with me for this next week. Share my wisdom. Well, how can I share my wisdom? I actually have some ideas. So I'm just going to write share wisdom this week. And not anything wisdo. That's dyslexia. I totally flipped the M with a W. There we go. Actually, I want it over a little bit more. That's the other thing about this. It's like erasing on this paper is a little hard because it leaves all these dents. There. Wisdo. I did it again. It's because it starts with a W and the upside down W part. Okay. Now it looks like one word, and maybe it is. Now I'm going to put some orange down the side here. Let's see. I think I'll leave a little bit of room there. And we're going to let myself kind of do a brain dump and just get a lot out of my head and put a bunch of separate things there. Okay. So we have at 10:30 is when, yeah, they're going to look at my headlamp and they're going to change the oil and they're going to, I was due for an oil change anyway. So they're going to replace the headlamp. I know you can do it at home, but this car is complicated. So it's an older car. We have it paid off, but also you have to like, for some, like the description I found on YouTube on how to do is, oh, just take the wheel off. And I'm like, no. If we had a driveway that would allow that, maybe, but we don't. So they're saying like a couple hours. We might, which I think is going to be good timing because I think it'll give it kind of in the middle there. Hopefully it's not too close. We have another car to use. We might drop it off the night before. And they let us know that they have a gate. So we need to drop it off by 7. So I think I'm going to write that down here. Drop 7 p.m. question mark. Yeah, this pen's going, but that's okay. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do like a visual of like, hey, we got to drop it off before that point. A lot of times we do drop it off because it's just easier to kind of go back and forth with a car when you have 2 drivers around. So this is going to be lawn week. Lawn service is coming probably right around here. And then we're going to put dinners on. And the ghosty is in the way here, but that's okay. And yeah, so I think I'll put here apples just in case we need to. There's only a few we need to pick up. They're mostly down. We have 2 apple trees that just like shed like crazy, and they did. But it gets in the way of the lawn service. So put that there. I have it also listed here just in case we need to pick those up tomorrow. And then we also have, oh, this is going to be a busy evening then. We do have to do, let's see, I think I'll put it there, is yard waste. Putting it out, and then yard waste here. And then we have on Thursday, we that there, and then have our delivery here on Friday. And we have a B-Day here, and I already sent a birthday gift for that, but there's another birthday today. I need to, when I'm done here, I need to go tell her happy birthday. So then we have two. Yeah, this Tuesday night's kind of stacking up here. I'm going to put this here, and it's my son's therapy, which is going well. And then here is my therapy. And yeah, I think, and then I'll have like room for lists all the way across here. And I'm going to try that out this week. So I wrote out, so I used this all for notes. I was watching a seminar and just did a bunch of notes this week. So I used the space, but then here are my action items. So let's go through that part. And I'm also thinking, like, as I'm moving forward, can I do my action items and stuff back here so that I can see them and not have to keep flipping back and forth? So right now I can kind of curl this up, which is nice. That's because they're on opposing sides here. Sorry, watch. You can go back to sleep. So therapy for myself. I have a lot more room now to do these. And we did therapy this week. We had to reschedule a little bit, but it worked. Fall shows and movies. I backed off on that some this last week, but I want to keep on going. I did light some candles. So I'm going to keep that up. I'm going to give a little bit more space between these. Fall movies, I'll say, because they're mostly movies. And candles. It's an N-D-L-E-S. And then, yeah, my work. I was diving in on Wednesday. I couldn't think very much. Like, my brain has been not great on these meds. And so I decided, yeah, I'll just take off, get all my new technology worked out this week, and that'll be what is on the docket for this week. So I'm looking at this coming week as I'm using the stuff now. I have things set up. I didn't do a podcast. I did do an extra video this week, and then the regular stuff here. And I have a feeling Tuesday and Wednesday are going to really interrupt that this week. But things are things. I don't know. I understand, like, if I don't prioritize it, it's not getting done. Like, I understand that concept. Because that's what's happening. But I also am having trouble thinking. We also had, so instead of coffee time, we actually had an IEP meeting. That was pretty intense. Like, I'm trying to stick up for my son, and they're like, we're doing everything. And I'm like, are you? Are you? Like, that's kind of where I'm at. I'm like, I understand that they're being accommodating, but it's more about, there is a legal responsibility for them to do what they can. So that's why I push back. Therapy? Oh, I wrote therapy. See, my brain is, IEP Zoom. I'll just say Zoom. And we did those. New? What is new? Oh, the new med. There have been nights where I've been going to bed earlier. There have been nights, I think I am going to put a coffee time here. See if my husband and I can get out of the house and have a moment. So new med. More sleep. So this is the other thing that happened. The notes that I took here on this webinar thing, I didn't buy anything for it, but it had me stay up late one night because the videos are going to be taken down. It's one of those things. I don't like it when they do that. And I watched them all and then was there, and it was like, this totally wasted my time. That's the other thing that happened, was I was like, oh, could be really good. There could be something really good that comes out of this. And I'm not saying any of it is bad. I would actually recommend the service to people who are having trouble with IEPs, and it's not to modify kids' behavior, it's to understand them. And it was worth listening to. It zapped me. I think just staying up late, it was on a Monday or Tuesday, it just wrecked me. I can't do that. I had trouble doing it over the summer or like this whole last year or so, but on this new med, I just cannot do that anymore, and it was hard. I did zero out, tried to. There was still like a little $40 charge on one of the cards that I went and tried to pay it, and it said, no, we won't take your money. Again, it's a game I play. And there's 2 birthdays, and I need to do the other one today. So flow is going towards health and work. And that is, we're going to point here. I love having more room here. Yeah, do that, because I love being able to draw to those. And then we did do Ridwell. We gave away some shoes. That was great. Kitchen deep clean. So what's happening there is that I haven't done a deep clean. We were going to do it last weekend. We ran out of time. It's like when you pull everything away and you wipe under everything and wipe the cabinets and then scrub everything down and that kind of stuff. I have been doing like a little deeper daily clean, so it doesn't feel that bad, but we need to actually do it. The furnace still needs to be scheduled. We're waiting on something for that. Kitchen. Deep clean. And then I want to do some simplifying. Around the house. So I did pick up like 2 new what's it called, Halloween decorations last night because we went to the craft store and we brought them home, and they're super cute. I really like them. They were, getting rid of them basically because they had Christmas all sitting there waiting. And but I'm looking at some of the new stuff. I have 1 bin for Halloween, and I really want to keep it to 1 bin, but I got some new stuff, so I need to get rid of some old stuff. I'm going to see if I can do that later today as I'm like uploading these videos or something. Then I feel like I'm missing something here. Did I skip something? Probably. So those colors are usual. Oh, finance. I skipped over it. That's okay. The flu. And then these here. And then financial is, so I think there's just 1 credit card that I'm paying. And that was like for food and gas. So card. Because we're past most of the dates. Oh, my back is hurting. What else financial? That's about it for now. I think it's, yeah. I'm sure, oh, well, it's going to be the car costs. Probably a couple hundred. Usually the oil change is about 100 because I got a big ass car. So, and then, you know, I was trying to think if I needed windshield wipers. They are doing pretty well, I have to say. I haven't noticed any smearing or anything. But I like to kind of have it done for the winter. So I might add that in. I also have like a fuse out because I think one, like when you look at your down on your console, the part that's in between the front seats and you're shifting it from drive and stuff, you can't see it at night. And I think there's just a little bulb in there that or a fuse is out for that. So it would be really nice to get that done. Okay, so I think that's it. Now, this is what I wanted to change. Okay, so I have my action items. How do I bring it here? So therapy and therapy are on there. The car is on there. And I need to find out the due date because I think there's a specific day here that I need to zero out that one card. And let's see, I'm just going to put that there just so that I can put it under the correct day and I don't want to look it up right this moment. So I'm thinking about, I think it's going to be here or Monday about like a coffee time. This might be too busy for him. I'm thinking maybe tomorrow or Tuesday. I think we'll do that. I think I'll pen that in. The new med and water and sleep are on there. Flow, I kind of am seeing. So I'm just going to put like fall movies and candles under kind of the main thing. And then I want to record my podcast. I plan, whoa, writing an S for some reason. I think I was writing Shopify. Let's put Shopify first then. And then the plan with me is at the end. And then we're going to put up on Tuesday, we're going to post the Sterling Ink one. And then we're going to do the pod on that day too. I kind of want the pod in both places because it's going to be good to have them checked off in both places. Oh, and then the furnace. The kitchen. Unless we get the kitchen done this weekend. It's possible. Is that it? Simplifying? I guess I could put simplifying. Simplify. Okay. Yeah, some of the things here, like the win was, I mean, it's a win to have a new watch and a new phone. They were both on my list to do. I am doing some tests. Again, this is the phone. It doesn't look that much different, but it does have some really cool video. Like if I'm doing video outside of the house, it does really fantastic close-ups. when it's not in this mode. So I was really hoping to do these really cool close-ups here. Now, that's not too bad. But I was doing close-ups that were like pretty much right next to the lens. Let's see if I can think. So it didn't really work. I'm still like playing around with like the settings. I was a little sad about that. New appointments this week. What worked? The new appointments? I don't remember. I just wrote these out. So a win was receiving both of my packages this week for my planners. I'm thinking about maybe switching my doctors, switching to a new kind of hospital system since I'm covered in both. I think I want another opinion about some things because this med that I'm on right now isn't really doing too much. In terms of like other symptoms, I'm hoping would kind of dissipate. I'm not expecting them to go away 100%, but I ruled out allergies. So this is due to my Crohn's. I get the infusions, but this is also a daily pill on top of that. And all I'm feeling is a bit nauseous and tired, and I'm not getting any benefits from it so far. But they're going to need to look at my labs. So I think close to day 30, I'm going to go in and have my labs done. And we're going to see if things are improving. If they're not, then I can come off this med and we're going to have to try a different kind of infusion med. That's kind of where things are at with that, unfortunately. I don't know how that new infusion is going to go, but maybe like that's the answer, is that different infusion med. So, but I had to try a month of this and seeing if it helped anything. Honestly, I hope I'm not on this med because this is not great, but I think what my doctor would say, my current doctor would be like, well, this or things get worse. So, you know, those with chronic illnesses, they understand, like, it's a whole different way of living. It's a whole different, like, is this how it's going to be now? Is this where I'm going to be? We'll see. So I'm going to prioritize more sleep and water. We're going to settle in to all the stuff that's kind of new in my life. The phone, the watch, we're going to try new things. We're going to see how we can track things. The planners are here. Like, settling in and seeing what is going to work is like the thing. And just kind of sad that my son's having some difficulty right now. I think it's because it's really into the swing of things. He's still trying to catch up with things. And he's waiting for motivation to happen. And it's really hard to teach a kid that motivation doesn't happen sometimes. You just have to do it. It just has to just do. So we're trying to teach like new things. He did need some art supplies, which is why we went out last night and we grabbed some. So those, new art supplies can be very inspiring to dive in and try them out. But we also have to learn that we're not always going to have those dopamine hits in order to get work done. And you can't just sit there and be waiting for it and have timelines flashing by. That's just not how work gets done. So this is the time of year that this happens. It's that whole, I think there's like this part of like September is still everything's fresh. It's new. It's a new way of doing things. Getting to do new things is really fun. And then when it sinks in of like, no, wait, this is the cadence for the rest of the year. And the sun setting earlier, rising later. I think there's kind of this depression mode that happens, whether it's sad, seasonal depression, or just like, oh, is this how it's going to be? And then this kind of resolves kind of going into December and then picks back up for the rest of the year. So it's not unexpected. Just different ways of supporting. I have a book coming that I'm hopefully, it looks super good. I'll recommend it once I get it. I don't get many physical books, but this looked really good because it looked really easy to read for those who had ADHD. It was recommended through Struggle Care. It was like, I don't think it's aimed at kids, but it's helping people see that they can do things. It's something about can't. It's not people who can't. I don't remember exactly. I'll link it below. It looked really good. I don't know if it's good yet. I don't have it yet. So yeah. And I like these color coordinations, but I don't like the color here. I think I'll just do this for now we'll do maybe next week's reflections here or the actual day. I guess it could be because these are counted out. Actually, what I did was I'm a day short back here. So I have the 29th and the 30th. 31st, November 1st, 2nd, 3rd. There was somewhere in here where things were off. And I'm trying to think. It might be the end of here. So, yeah. November 29th, November 30th, the 1st. So I put 30th. And then I think, because I was restickering these and it came to January here. No, that's February. Where was it? 27th. And then I tore this piece of paper, so I put some stickers over it. 29th, 30th, 31st. First. I don't know. It doesn't matter because I'm not doing it anymore. The moral of the story, don't worry about it. Right? Okay, I love the spread. It's making me very happy. This will be a really fun week to do the final kind of celebrating. I know like Halloween is here. I'll put more fall things here. But I really want it to be like deep Halloween here. I think that's really fun. Could I put the trick or treat over here? I could put it like here because that's about, because this is kind of bothering me on this black background here. Yeah, I like that better. And this will be trick or treat time. Right about there. I need to get some candy. So yeah, that's it. Thank you for listening to me ramble. That's mainly what these are. And please like and subscribe on your way out. I have had some beautiful faces and comments coming up of, I mean, I don't judge you on your face, but I'm just saying new people popping in, and I like to switch things out seasonally. I'll have like a new deck that I pull cards from for inspiration. I'll have a new candle. I mean, I smell these candles and I get into it. So it really does help me. And yeah, getting into November, doing some, I feel like November is like a little bit calmer because then we're going into Thanksgiving. I don't know what we're doing for Thanksgiving, but yeah, I'll check on the credit card. We'll get this ironed out. We're going to see how this feels. I like how this goes all the way over now. It gives it quite the separation. And we'll see how it goes. Thank you for joining me, everyone. I do love to hear your comments. I love to hear, how are you planning? How are you using a digital device to track health things? Are you using like a Fitbit or something else? Is there something that you really have found helpful for your health? If you don't mind sharing, or you can always email me if it's a private thing. You don't have to put it publicly down below. But yeah, I find tracking health stuff really interesting because I don't want it to bog down my day, but I also want to gather information that's really interesting over time. So, and especially with a new med and how that's going. So everyone, I hope you take care. Hope you have a good into Halloween time next week, and take care. Bye.